everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another video, and today I'm documenting my 2021 reading. So I use Goodreads to track my stats and for the year, and this past year, last year, I read 125 books. So that's just crazy. 42, almost 43,000 pages I read. That is the most, well, at least in the recent past since I've started tracking on Goodreads, and I've been doing that for probably 6 years, maybe, or so. 5 or 6 years. So I wanted to get this documented. I did not set out to read that many books. As a matter of fact, in 2020, I read 75 books and thought that was a lot, but this was just crazy. So I mounted those two photos, which are just screenshots basically from Goodreads, and it has things like how many pages, the shortest page, the longest page, my average book length, my average ratings, and then like my most popular, least popular books, that kind of stuff, highest rated books. So I mounted those two screenshots on that star paper, which is from Bella Boulevard, Oh My Stars, and it's the Cotton Candy Stars paper. And then I'm mounting it on that blue scrap, basically, which is from Amy Tangerine. It's from the Late Afternoon collection, but I don't have a name for it because it was a scrap. And then all of that is going to get mounted on that ruler paper because that's American Crafts Chamel, and it's the Field Trip collection, and it's from the 12 by 12 pad. So I'm using that ruler paper because this is a measure of what I read, and so that's a little symbolic. That way it's not, I don't know. Anyway, I also like the fact that those screenshots were really white and the ruler paper was so colorful, but I also made sure that I had a large block of that pink to kind of set it all off. Then I cut this little rocket ship that said "Adventures Out There Go Far," and so that is from the Field Trip cut apart sheet from the 12 by 12 pad. That's where that came from. And I just kind of like the sentiment of the adventures out there because, when you read, you're in another world almost, unless you're reading nonfiction, of course, but that kind of stuff. But, it tends to be adventures, I guess. So then I'm adding that floral die cut, and that came from the Field Trip die cuts or Field Trip ephemera. No specific symbol there, just I liked it. And then I added that This Is My Happy Place wood veneer, and that came from Ellie's Studio. And then the stack of books that I have to my right hand there is from Shadney. So it's Shadne, and she has, I believe it's an Etsy shop. I think it's an Etsy shop I'm pretty sure it is. So somebody else that I was buying stuff from flipped from an Etsy shop to her own website, and I can't remember. But anyway, so just check out Shadney and Google that. She has a lot of great wood veneer. She's probably my favorite wood veneer supplier, and she has all sorts of really awesome things. Like she'll do even like snarky collections, which are kind of fun. So, all right, there's that. So I'm inking here with my Memento Dewdrop in gray flannel, and that was a hard one to ink just because of all the little edges. Just kind of making sure I'm getting those in the proper position. And this is my happy place. I love to read. I have for years and years and years. But so much fun. Forgot to ink the rocket ship, so I'm going back and getting that. And what that's doing, I've talked about this a lot, but that really brings everything together if they all have that same edge. And if you're doing like what I did here where I used a cut apart sheet, that helps any white edges kind of disappear then. All right, so getting all these edges inked. And then I'm just going to play with a little bit. So basically, I built my cluster of the photo and embellishments off of the background paper. That's just how it worked, because I wanted to make sure that I got that rocket in a place that I liked it. So then trying to decide where to put that book. I probably would have put it to the right of the book, except that would have hidden that my highest rated book was called The Only Plane in the Sky. It's an oral history of 9/11. And oh my gosh, you guys, I read it on the 20th anniversary. I was reading it for the 20th anniversary of 9/11 last year. It was an incredible book. If you have not read it, it's beautiful. It's eyewitness accounts of people who were there that day, people who had spouses or family members that day. So people in the towers in Pennsylvania, air traffic controllers, people who were on the bases that President Bush was going to, flight attendants. Just, it was an amazing, amazing book. So I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's a hard book, but it's amazing. I read it. I have also heard that the audiobook is also amazing because it has different narrators actually narrating it. So I would highly recommend that as well too. So back to the layout here. I added an Ellie Studio label for journaling and then put another Ellie Studio wood veneer that says favorite, because reading is one of my favorite things to do. And then I'm just adding in that border strip of books there. I like that. That's from the Chamel Field Trip collection, and it's the Far, Far Away paper where that comes from. And I can't tell you exactly what the Far, Far Away paper is from. I just know that the border strip said Far, Far Away. So I've saved that border strip in particular. I like to use them on my book layouts. I think it just adds another little bit of color and emphasizes the whole book theme here. So now I'm thinking enamel dots and kind of playing with colors. And I have these huge Bella Boulevard enamel dots. So I am going to take 3 of them and I'm going to hide and tuck them. So these are the ice enamel dots. They are as big as my thumbnail. These things are crazy huge. So when I use them, I tuck them in like I'm doing right here. All right, there's the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you guys are well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye, everybody.